down, boy. We need to fire the DJ. Where's Fleetwood? We got to get her back on here, man. What's going on, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's It's your guy G, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton, coming at you live, direct, and correct. And I'm joined tonight again on Monday Night Football. Monday night, mic'd up. We got Football Junkie in the house, and we got PR Cowboys. Give it up. All right, so here we are, man. We are right back in the saddle again, man. Let's tell the audience what we're going to get into today. So first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about what you guys think about the latest signings, and then we'll go right from there. Then we're going to talk about a former Cowboys player that still hasn't found a job. Then we're going into some of these free agents that hasn't signed as well. There's a lot of free agents that still hasn't signed. Then we'll get into our latest signing, which is Kobe Durant. And then we'll get into a little bit about Rashan Gary's restructured contract. So let's get into it, man. Again, before we get started, I'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers, all those that follow this channel, man. Again, without you, it's totally impossible. So with that being said, let's jump right on into it. So Football Junkie, fill us in on how you feel so far with the what you have witnessed in the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks, Cowboys have been active. So what are you thinking?
My thinking is they are reinventing the wheel.
Wait a minute. Okay. Reinventing the wheel, he says. Okay, so what have you seen and what has impressed you so far anyway?
What has impressed me the most is how they have really came together to really solidify the secondary. Not only have they have pretty much basically solidified the secondary, and also is showing us who is going to be in from on all levels of the defense and who's going to be out. Because I feel like Deron Bland is still going to play an effective role with the Cowboys, but there are some other players such as Clowney. Clowney's out. I don't see Clowney being an effective piece with the Cowboys this coming season if he's with the Cowboys after the training camp and OTAs and stuff like that. I really don't think he's going to last with the Cowboys at all. But as far as the names that we do know and that we have seen, the former Cardinal, the former Ram, the former Bronco, I mean, all those guys are aggressive style players. They they play with a lot of technique. These DBs play with a lot of technique. They are able to come up and run support, coverage. They are football players. These are football players. And from what I've watched over some of these videos I've watched and stuff like that, these guys are smart and they know the system.
Yeah.
That they're playing in. They understand their assignment. And that's the whole idea, is having guys, a collective of guys collectively understanding their assignment and doing their part. These are players that look accountable and holding themselves accountable, play after play.
Yeah. Well, that's yet to be seen. Yeah. These are some guys that I think, that definitely could probably make a difference. You're right about that. You're right. I totally agree. So, that's not. I I agree with you. It sounds like you're excited too.
Man, I'm excited, man, because this is some hey, man, these guys, what they say, they got, as the Westerns say, he got some vinegar in his piss. These guys got vinegar in their piss.
Yes. Cowboys, what do you think, brother? What do you think from the last 2 weeks that these moves that Cowboys have made, man? I mean, how are you feeling right now?
I mean, I think Junkie put it pretty good. Aggressive, right? I feel like aggressive. You're getting players that are aggressive. And we talked about this last week, right? Getting a position at each level. What they got? They went into the defensive line. They went safety. They went corner. Now we're just kind of like probably the linebacker spot. Let's see if we do something there. But I like the aggressiveness. And you got to think about this as a whole. We can't just say just 2 weeks of free agency. What have you done with the Micah deal up to this point? because
Yeah.
was it fair? Like, regardless if he'd have been here or not, the defense probably would have looked the same. But they traded him right before the season. Not fair to Eberflus. Probably he's probably building that thing right around him, right? But
Probably
it is
so.
what it is. It is what it is, right? It
Right.
happened. But what did you do with that? You went and got Quinn Williams to go in that middle with Ken Clark. So this allows you to build from the inside out, like we always talk about. And what they've done in free agency so far is they attack each level, and each player they got is that aggressive style of player at each level. So I like it. And now a lot of people may say yeah, does it wow you? Okay, I mean it's good enough for me compared to what we've done in the past, right?
Right.
And these are, and even though they're 1 year deals and stuff like that, these are younger players at 1 year deals, not these ones that we usually get at 35-year-old, 36-year-old on a 1 year deal. These are younger guys that are hungry and are going to probably play for that next contract, right? So that's the other thing. You got these guys going to look for that next big contract, even if they're get it here or not. This is a good. These are, I feel like, are good moves that we made so far.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, and then what we're witnessing, man, is a total reconstruction of a defense. When you're going from a 4-3 defense and you got a defensive coordinator that his base is a 3-4, yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of rearranging, furniture rearrangement, and that is what Christian Parker has to do in order to have this defense up to par. I labeled the last show the house that Christian Parker built. You know what I mean? Because that's exactly what he's doing. He's building this house out of pieces that is valuable to his defense. And we've seen it now, like you said, football junk. We see it like Clowney. Clowney probably is one that would not fit the scheme. Osa, we got rid of Osa. We know what Christian Parker wants for. He wants some heavyweights. He wants heavyweights on that front line. And, Osa is one that just didn't, cut the mustard. We knew he couldn't play the outside linebacker, but he was too small to play that defensive end in the 3-4. So, yeah, we are seeing some furniture being moved around, taken out, putting on a curb, or putting in the flea market, putting in the garage sale, or whatever you want to call it. But this is what you're going to see in order to get the players to fit his scheme. I mean, that's part of the nature of when you're flipping from a 4-3 to a 3-4. I'm really excited, man, as well, seeing these veterans. And I guess we're all wondering what these veterans and how important these veterans will be to this defense. And I said this before, and I'm glad they did do it. And I think, PR Cowboy, you said the same thing as far as bringing in a veteran cornerback,
Yeah.
And I think that solidifies. We know we don't have to really work a lot with this drafted cornerback. I'm sure he'll come in and probably compete. But by having this veteran cornerback, I think this is basically going to complement Deron Bland on the other side. What do you think, Football Junkie?
Yes, sir. I believe it will help Deron Bland on the other side. This is all about they putting together a competitive secondary.
For sure.
These guys is supposed to come in and compete, and those that are not in the rotation, you either gonna be special teams, practice squad, or gone.
What, Football Junkie, you remember when we moved up from JV and we finally had a chance to go varsity, and you remember the feeling about, when you in two-a-days or you in practice, you had to show the coaches why you deserve to be on varsity. So
yes,
this is going to be the environment. You got a new coach coming onto the field. He's evaluating each one of these players to where now it's like, oh man, I'm be in front of the line every time there's a rep, So I can see that type of environment, that type of game plan that's going to be out there on the field, very competitive, PR Cowboy. And that's just what it's going to be. And we're not even talking about the players that they're planning on drafting to go up against these veterans. I mean, that's the nature of the beast when it comes to this football. What do you think?
And that's what we're talking about too. When you get these guys at these positions now, it allows you to attack the draft. not to reach for this guy or reach. You know what I'm saying? You take that best player that's going to help you now, and whether it be a linebacker, whether it be an edge rusher, whether it be another cornerback, whatever, a safety, whatever, you're going to get that because then that guy, even okay, we signed a safety, we got another safety, and you draft a safety, that makes that competition room even better.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying, or you draft another cornerback. You know, the kid we just signed is here on 1 year, so you know, like if he plays out, if he plays, you know, and he plays really well, and he gets a big contract for somebody. Hey, you know, we have this other kid to take over that spot. That's what it's about, man. It's just retooling what you don't have, and you can attack that draft. Now, well, we picked up another third rounder with the Osa deal, and so that gives you. We didn't have that day 3 pick right there at the third round pick, so now we have that. Does that give you more ammunition to do something else in the draft, right? They're a guy that you really, you know, and I think we get 2 extra compensatory 5th round picks also. So there's stuff there.
We got 3.
Yeah, correct. 3 extras, right?
2 or 3 7th round.
Yeah, so you know, there's stuff there where, hey, do you trade back at the 20 spot? Do you trade, you know, to get an extra? You know, there's so much more here.
Yeah, to get you a 2, you could get the 2.
So, exactly. So there's exactly what these signings did for you is allow you to be more flexible in this draft. And like you said, man, we're the dead last in defense. So you know, if if we end up at 15 to 20 ranked at the year, that's a plus. That's a plus.
Big time plus.
So you know, that's what we're looking at right here, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask you this, football junk, and don't let me forget, but I want to ask you about this, but hold that thought about Sam Howell, because you and I talked about that. Well, I'm gonna say this here about Christian Parker, and the reason that we touched base on a lot of these position with veterans, because it's his first year, and he needs someone that's familiar with the 3-4 instead of, you know, going through the draft and drafting all these players and, you know, and trying to develop it and allowing them to start at the same time. So I think this was a safe move to do. Get you a veteran safety, get you a veteran cornerback, get you a veteran defensive end, and you know, and just touch base to where, you know, all I have to do with these guys is coach them. I don't have to develop them. I just have to coach them, you know. So I think that's one reason we saw a lot of veterans. And we'll draft. I guarantee we'll draft real well. We'll draft real well. And come the following year, you bring these starters, these draftees in, and let them grow with the defense, like we talked about, football junkie. So, you know, that's what I see in that. But I want to go back to what you and I talked about. You know, you mentioned about Sam Howell, and what do you think about us picking up Sam Howell? What do you think about that?
I really think that's a great acquisition right there, bringing in Sam Howell. And like I was telling you earlier about Sam Howell has a lot of grit. He played for the Washington Commanders when the Commanders wasn't really too much doing lollipop. And he's shown up in a lot of games for the Commanders while he was playing for them at the point he started for them. And I really do like Sam Howell. Sam Howell can bring some more competitive blood to the quarterback position than what we have with Mr. I can throw the ball 80 yards, standing still. But yeah, Sam Howell, that right there, that's a quality backup. That's a quality backup player right there. He really is quality. I really do like that move, man. I like it a lot. And not only just the fact that how he came about playing for the Commanders through quarterback injuries, he's done moved around and then played in several offensive systems, and he started. So that lets you know he got some snaps.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think, PR Cowboy? What do you think about Sam Howell, man?
Yeah.
We got 4 quarterbacks now, though. I mean, we got 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll be down to, you know, we'll get down to 3, but I think Junkie hit it on the spot right there. He started games, right? He got some starts under his belt. And quality starts at that, right? And you know, compared to Milton, where, you know, he started one game at the end of one season, and then everybody went crazy over him, you know, and because, you know, he can throw from his knee 80 yards or whatever. But look, and nothing, like I said, I just don't, Milton, when he was in college, I mean, he changed 3 different programs to get his shot, and just nothing jumped out to me at him. And I feel like Hal brings more stability at your
Yeah,
backup. And like I said, he has some NFL starts under his belt,
yeah,
multiple more than Milton. So I think that gives him, like I said, like, I think that Junkie hit it right on the spot. Gives you that quality backup that you've been looking for.
yeah. It's possible. It just depends on how they think, but it also Sam Howell could be a good trade pick too. Wait a minute.
Yeah, or
Mm.
or Milton.
You couldn't get a cabbage from Milton.
You couldn't get an annihilator for Milton. Oh man, that's terrible, man. Listen, I don't know, man, but I don't know. Maybe that could be a good trade bait. I don't know. I mean, somebody
Yeah.
might need him. Who knows?
Injuries
Really?
injuries happen in NFL all the time. That's
Yeah,
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
time, all the time. So that leads us over to our next topic, guys. So, former Cowboys safety can't find a job. Donovan Wilson still unemployed in week 2 of the NFL free agency. According to Sport Track, Wilson calculated market value is a 3-year, $20.8 million deal, 6.9 million average annual value. It might be hard for Wilson to come close to that number, as only 5 safety got 3-year deals in the first week of free agency, and all of those were safeties are under 30 years old.
You
Cowboys.
need to get off the bag and try to get a tag. That's the problem.
I don't know about
His
it.
asking price.
What do you think,
Yeah.
Cowboy?
Yeah, his asking price. I mean, like I said, he's had the injuries lately. Like I said, he's a one of those guys that's played in the box a lot downhill, and he's taken a beating, and I think he's gonna have to accept a 1 or 2 year deal somewhere and play for that next one if he's looking for something like that. So, but I mean, I think he'll get signed. I think it'll be a couple weeks, but I think he'll get signed somewhere.
But can we see? This is the thing. See, damn you, Eberflus. And I say that because, man, he hurt all those players, man. He hurt those players. Those players was interviewing for a job, and the defense sucked so bad to where the man can't even get signed for what he's worth.
Hey, Eberflus in San Francisco. Maybe he gets a deal there.
I don't know what he's doing there. But I do know, man, a lot of these defensive players are a little bit upset right now because come on, man.
I know what he's doing there.
It's tough, man. But like I said,
San Francisco.
I mean, it's tough, man. But I mean, what can they do, right? What can they do? And I mean, like I said, best luck to them. But
Yeah.
I'm over here like, hey, get our guy. Let's build our thing right here, man. Let's build this thing right here.
Yeah, it was. Hey, man, we appreciate your services, Donovan Wilson, man. We know you a downhill player, man, and you will bring the boom. We could all attest to that. We know this guy will hit you inside your head, and maybe he'll find a team that set him over there with the Steelers. The Steelers need a defense. Yeah. Set him over there. The Steelers need some help. The Jets need some help.
Tennessee needs some help.
And he was one of those kids too. Whenever it was the Garrett area, that I thought he should have been starting around that time, and they wouldn't start him. Remember, I think they had Heath over him, and I felt like he should have been starting over him. And and after Garrett left, that's when he got a shot. So
yeah, that was under Dan Quinn, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Dan Quinn. Yeah. So yeah, I again, Eberflus. He just didn't help the players. Hopefully, like I said, we wish them the best. But we got to get on into this. There's several free agents that hasn't been signed as of yet. The biggest talk right now is Kyler Murray. He's released by the Cardinals, but he's expected to meet with the Vikings. So I think that's probably a good fit. But I'm just going to call out these names, and you guys can elaborate on either one of them. You got Kirk Cousins. He was released by the Falcons, potential Raiders target. Teddy Bridgewater is still in the talks, and Tua Tagovailoa, he's still out there. Oh well, yeah, he's still out there. Receiver Stephon Diggs is still out there. Deebo Samuels is still out there. Now I don't know this. I'm hoping that this is up to date. I think it is, but Isaiah Pacheco, is that the one that comes from Kansas City?
He signed with
Yep.
the Lions. He signed with the Lions.
Okay, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's some guys out there. Max Crosby, somebody tried to sell a lemon and they sent the lemon back. Wait a minute.
Was it a lemon or a lime?
It was
They tried to sell a lemon, man. They said we don't want this lemon.
it was bruised on the inside.
Hey, listen, somebody didn't get, what was the name of that show me the Carfax?
Yeah.
Yeah, show me the Carfax. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, PR Cowboy. I'm just saying, PR Cowboy. Come on, man. You knew that engine was leaking.
Yeah. No, but everybody knew it. That's why. Aren't you glad the Ravens jumped in front of us to overbid?
Yeah.
Over us to make that deal?
Heck yeah, for sure. So there's two names that's still on the market, guys, and I'm still. I did not know these guys were that old. Cameron Jordan, 37.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cameron Jordan got some age.
Von Miller, 37.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep.
Is it time for him to go home, Junkie?
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Okay.
It's so, as they say, it's so hard to say goodbye to where it was.
Copyright. That's not getting copyright. It's worse than we sign. We won't get copyright.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, that's what's going on, man. There's some of these players that's still unsigned. So now let's get into our latest signing, which as a mid-March 2026, the Dallas Cowboys have made several key moves to bolster their roster, including signing cornerback Kobe Bryant. Kobe Durant.
Kobe Durant. Yes, sir. I hope he played like Kobe Bryant.
Hey,
man.
Hey, boy, look at here.
Hey, if he's done like that.
Yeah, so Kobe Durant has a 1-year, $5.5 million deal, veteran offensive lineman. Anyway, so he has a $5.5 million deal, man, and we just talked about that. I think that's a great addition to the Cowboys as what we have right now. But then we also have offensive line from 49ers. Offensive line, Matt Hennessy. I like that name. Give it up.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What's your name? Matt Hennessy.
Hey. It's two types of Hennessy's you can have. You can have Hennessy to drink, or you can have a Hennessy package that you put on your vehicle. Your vehicle package.
Okay, yeah. And if it ain't Hennessy, we call it what?
Hen.
All right, so we agreed to a 3-year contract with Javonte Williams. We got offensive linebacker Tyrus Wheat. Are y'all surprised Tyrus Wheat still being here?
Defensive end.
He's one of those big size defensive end. You think?
He's pretty good size too.
Yeah. And maybe he'll get his chance. So also we got George Pickens. He received franchise tag worth $27.3 million. Tight end James Mitchell. Anybody familiar with James Mitchell? Signed a 1-year deal. Outside linebackers Travis Gibson. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, Travis. I'm trying to see these names. I'm trying to figure what these. Punter Sal Martin. Give it up for Sal Martin. That's what we got, man, as far as the latest as far as the signings. Then we move right into the news about Rashan Gary. So it's basically what has happened with the let me see here. Where is he at?
What about Ogabanaya and PJ Locke?
Yeah, PJ Locke is on there, and Otito
Ogabanaya.
Hey, he's I forgot.
He's big. He's a big guy.
Yep.
Yeah, PJ Lock and Otito. Otito's gonna be pretty nice, man. He can kind of move to the inside and the outside, man. So, I mean, like I said, this front line is gonna be about all heavyweights, man. So, yeah, I'm excited about him and PJ Lock. Which one of these guys out of the two, out of from Jalen and PJ, which one is going to play the nickel? That has yet to be seen. I mean,
I
what do you
bet
got?
you it'd probably be PJ.
PJ, yeah, he probably could be in that. He could be in that box, but we know
And
Malik
he adds to the special teams as well. Special teams
Yeah,
was really down, so that's also where he helps out.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So it's red right here. New Cowboys edge rusher Rashan Gary agreed to a pay cut as part of the trade from Green Bay, dropping his compensation to $16 million each of the two next seasons. NFL Network Tom Pelissero wrote on his official X account. Dallas also added an option to and Boyd. Well, I'm sorry. Let me do this again. Dallas also added an option and Boyd years, lowering Gary's cap number to $5.4 million this season and $8.24 million in 2027. Gary has been due $19.5 million this season and $22.5 in 2027 with no guarantee. Most of his 2026 compensation is now guaranteed, including a $13.2 million signing bonus. Give it up to him. That's a team player right there, guys.
Yeah.
He come in wanting to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He come in wanting to help.
That's what that tells me.
Hey, that says a lot right there.
Hey, and good job. Look, as much shit as I give Jerry, I think I always give. I mean, he still pisses me off every day I wake up. But hey, good job of trying to, Osa. You say what, $4.5 million, and you got third round pick, and then you got Gary to take this good. So, hey, where was this the last 5 years? I don't know, but hey, it's doing something now where you had to do it, and you knew you had to do something. So there's some good moves. Now let's keep the ball. Let's keep this rolling with this upcoming draft with all these picks you got, and let's hit on these things.
Yeah. We was talking about. Go ahead.
You know what? We have to be honest and we have to be fair about what we had perceived about what Jerry was saying concerning all in. And a lot of us was perceiving that Jerry was talking about all when he was saying all in right now, right then. And Jerry never specifically put a timetable on his all in. He said going all in. That's all he said.
Well,
he never put a timetable on it.
Well, he ain't got much time though. He don't got much time left. But who knows? He might. I mean, the way he goes, he might live to 110 and still pisses off at 110 years old. So
yeah.
But you look at what is the whole trajectory of what's going on right now. This is an all-in picture. Oh, for sure, sound so shot all-in picture.
But here's the thing about it. He has to now. Like he has no choice now to, because of your aging quarterback, and you have to now. And then also too, the all-in moment should have happened when you were 12-5, 3 straight years. That's when the all-in moment should have happened, and propel your team past that, right? And he did nothing. He lost players and didn't replenish those guys, and the team got worse.
7-9-1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the bone I have with him right there. Is the all-in moment should have been like other teams when you're winning. Look at all these other teams that have that window. They go look what the Rams did. They went to go trade for McDuffie from the Chiefs. That's an all-in moment because they know they got Stafford, aging quarterback. What was their deal? When they traded for Stafford, that was their all-in moment, right? Yeah. They didn't have They have the 2 first-round picks for 2 years, but they got a Super Bowl out of it. So that's what I'm talking about, is just trying to be, when the all-in moment presents itself, that's when you got to do it.
I think what we're looking for as fans, and again, like we said, we're not professionals, we're not news reporters, we are fans first, and then we report the news. But I think we could all agree to what we're actually looking for is consistency. We want consistency. We want to be able to, start where we finished. And if for whatever reason we've been starting over, we're just like, dude, it's just been aging us. It's been aging us because we cannot. Every 2 steps we take a hit, 2 steps forward, we take 7 back. So I think we can all agree. I think this is what, if we could just be consistent in the playoffs, and then by you being in the playoff, you hit that spurt, or that one piece fall in place to get you over the hump. Let's just get there. If we can get there consistently and see what happens, instead of keeping our fingers crossed and hoping it's just been sporadic. If you ask me, the season has been sporadic. You have your offense doing great one week, then your defense doing great, then your defense doing great, then it was never balanced. And come on, 3 minutes left. So now we're throwing for 5,000 yards just to play catch up to win the game. So we just need balance and consistent. I think we can agree to that, right, guys?
Yes, sir. I also like to interject on this behalf. The type of defensive structure that Coach Parker is putting together, that we are seeing right now on paper, what we see right now on paper, this defense that we so far have structured together on paper is going to be a real life challenge to that offense in practice.
Yeah. Because you're changing things up too, and you're exactly right. And
I'm gonna tell you something. Go ahead, PR.
The other thing that I try not to get too high here. in this time of year, but the one thing that I do like going into this offseason is you're putting the pieces together that are going to be. This is going to be what your defense looks like when you start the season in training camp. There should be no surprises, right? There's no contract, besides the wide receiver we got on offense. That's another thing. But on the defensive side, you got guys coming that are going to be pretty much fully healthy. We had guys coming off of injuries throughout the season that played like they look like they're coming off of injuries, right? You're going to have Overshown. You're going to have, we'll see what the kid Chevelle has. And Malcolm Butler, which we loved before he got hurt a couple years ago, another cornerback there, right? So you're going to have all these guys as a unity in training camp, taking those steps with each other and gelling together with each other through the off season. And that's where I kind of like, okay, if we can stay healthy and everybody can gel together and that's what propels this team to that defense to make that step up to be a lot better this year.
Yeah. What you see, football junkie, what you said is it's going to bring havoc for the offense in practice. But let me tell you, let me share this with you. Nobody has tape on Christian Parker's defense. They don't know what these players going to bring to the field on week 1.
Nope.
Can you imagine? It might take 6 or 7 weeks before they figure out this defense.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? So what may be hard for them in practice, it may be hard for the team that we play on Sunday afternoons, because they got to figure out what is this coach doing and how is he going about doing it. And by the time they pick up on what he's doing, if Coach CP do it right and mix it up like he's supposed to, keep them on their heels, you know what I'm saying? So they better be ready, because this is something brand new. And we know that base defense at 3-4 is a 3-4 base look. But baby, it's not gonna be like swarming bees when that ball steps. They go. Wait,
come on, Ali. Stop it, Ali. Hey, I'm gonna tell.
Time out. Wait a minute. Let us get set.
Hey, and I'm gonna check this out though. This is what I like about these DBs that they're bringing in, along with what we already had Copel in on the team as well. The young guys that we have already, we pretty much don't weed out a lot of the older cats that's been with the Cowboys. We're bringing in this young blood. All this GP taking break stuff, all this CD Limb muffin and cuffing passes and stuff like that. These dudes that we're bringing in, it's gonna press them. They're gonna press them. They're gonna press them like it's a live game. in practice and gonna make them get it.
Yeah.
They're gonna make them get it.
Yeah, well, and that's going to be the attitude, like you say, football. It's going to be competition. Everybody's going to be out there trying to prove why I need to be on this defense. Coach, I need to get some reps.
Yep, exactly, man. And like you said, you just got to like you said, if it takes 6-7 weeks for teams to figure this out, all right, what's your counter move, Parker? What's your counter move to these guys now? And that's gonna be the deal. And that's what we talk about every year. Adjustments.
Yeah.
Adjustments. We talk about this every year. Either we're talking about the offensive side or we're talking defensive side. We're always talking why are we not making adjustments. So this is where I want to see this defensive coordinator make those adjustments. Because guess what? You're gonna see the Eagles twice. You're gonna see the Giants twice. You'll see Washington twice. You got to have your adjustments.
Six of them.
Yeah.
Win all six of them. So again, like I said, it's gonna be something to see, man. You know, again, and if Schottenheimer can get this offense to running like it ran last season, I just really wish we go ahead and do something about picking so we can get this behind us and just play football. Get this behind us, man. It bothers me that if he played well, damn, he just proved himself. 1,400 yards and 9 TDs and the Pro Bowl, and he held the offense down while CeeDee Lamb was out. Why do he have to prove himself again? Why? Moral character. Listen, I don't want somebody with moral character. I don't need to be half crazy in the head when he get. Wait till they see Rashan Gary out there. Wait till they see him out there. That dude there is. His screws are loose. That joke walking upside the sideline talking to himself. I need somebody that's half crazy that's gonna go out there and play. And that's one thing. Pickens, go do your thing. Just do your thing. So it just bothers me, and I'm not gonna hold y'all long, but it just bothers me that he got to prove himself again. 1,400 yards, 9 TDs, Pro Bowl, held it down while CeeDee was out. And then we said, if you play better, just get with it. Why? Just get a man the money. Why you laughing?
Say, man, the Cowboys are better when we have problem child.
Yeah.
We're better when we have problems. When the Cowboys don't have these knuckleheads, we toilet water.
Yeah.
Porta pot. We porta pot.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's my rant right now. But I'm really excited, guys, and I know y'all excited too. But this is where we are right now, man. Again, man, appreciate you guys coming on, hanging out. We don't keep y'all on here all night, but this is Monday Night Mike Up, where we get on this microphone. We talking Cowboys fans, and then we report the news. So do us a favor. Make sure you hit the like button down below. If you're not a subscriber, it's free. Just hit the subscribe button. It ain't going to cost you nothing. I ain't going to charge you. Subscribe button. And all of that, hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we're on again. When we're on again, they're on. Let's turn it on. But again, thank y'all, man, for being a part of this Cowboys Huddle podcast, man. With that being said, we're going to continue to be blessed, stay safe.
Here's the dog food.
And if you don't do anything else, continue to be kind, because Lord knows we need more kind. All right, we out. Deuces.
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The Cowboys Huddle Podcast.